Okay, we're getting the fiberglass insulation stapled in, and we got a little bit of that to go, and then we still got this back wall. Got some 4-foot pieces cut up here ready to be put in here, and then we can start sheetrock. We just went to the lumber store. We've got our sheetrock out here, and just about ready to get that and start applying the sheetrock. Okay, now we're measuring for our sheetrock, and what we're doing, it's the way this is set up, it's going to be set long ways. So we're measuring from the edge the sheetrock's going to go, and then the center of this outlet,
12.5.
It's 12. Center of this outlet is center of this outlet's 12.5. Center of this one's 45, and then we're going to splice in here at 54.5. So we'll take these measurements over to our sheetrock and make some marks on it. Okay, we're going to get our sheetrock. Comes in built with 2 of them. We'll pull these strips off the ends. We're just going to slide it over here. You gotta be careful with this or it'll break on you. So you don't want to move. Why don't you come on over here? Yeah, it shouldn't be out. Okay, this is going to be flipped around. This is going to be the front edge here. So we're just going to mark those locations we talked about. What was the first one, 12.5?
Yep.
What was the second one?
45. 54.5.
45, 54.5. Okay. Okay, we got how far over the center that we need. Now I'm going to measure from here down to get the center. Which we got 5, 6. And then this one, see how far down this goes. So we got 5, 6. And this one goes down 12 inches. 5, 6, and 12 inches. So this one goes down 5 inches. This one goes down 6 inches. And this one's 12. So I'm going to go ahead and put a cross mark there. This one's 45, which that's close. And then this one, what was it, 45? Or 54.5? Alright. So now what we have is we have the center locations of everything we need. Now we just need to measure the diameter, how big those need to be. Okay, this one's 2.5 by 3.5. 4 by 3.5. So what did I say, 2.5, 3.5?
Wait, you said 4.5.
2.25 by 3/4. Okay. So I don't get confused, I'll go ahead and do those one at a time. I'm sure you've heard the old carpenter's rule, measure twice and cut once. This is 4 wide at 3.5. Okay. Cut it. Well, we got to charge the battery up. Okay, went ahead and brought it in here just to kind of see how we're fitting up. I'm going to finish the cutting and see what we're looking like.
The charger mess?
Okay, we're having some problems keeping our battery charged on that saw, but I'm going to show you another way to cut sheetrock. Remember that we used to do. Works pretty good. We need this one cut at 77.5, is that right?
Yeah.
77.5. Just mark each side. Be sure you don't pull it straight, it's kind of bowing, so I'm going to go with this bow. So I've got it marked in 2 places. And I'm going to use a chalk line. Take it all the way to the edge and be sure and put it on that line. Right on the line. Pull it tight, just give it a little pop. Let's pull it up past this edge. I'm going to take a razor knife. I'm just going to cut it right on that line. You don't have to cut real hard. Get down in there. Stay right on the line and cut that way. Yeah, it's hot out here. Kind of straight. And then you just want to kind of pop it down and it'll break. This might work good when you're making straight lines. Yeah, and then just cut that edge like that. Sometimes you can go up from underneath. And that makes a nice straight cut. Okay, we finally got our saw working, got them all cut. And it doesn't look too bad for someone that doesn't do this a lot. The only problem I had is I thought we was going to come out lucky and there's going to be a seam right here all the way around and we just set these up. It's just about a 1/4 inch less than the 4 foot, so we had to cut this whole top. You know, I don't really understand that or why the other one fit and this doesn't. The old piece, but we cleaned the bottom off. And but anyway, we'll tape and mud that. We still got to put some screws in, but coming along. All right, we've got all the electrical done, and we've almost got all the sheetrock done. You see where we spliced up to here. Now, working on these old houses is like working on a wrecked car. because at least a wrecked car you can straighten it, but I've learned on this house, you know, nothing's square. We had to trim a lot of these. I thought the 4 foot was going to butt right up to here, but it didn't. We had to trim every one of these to fit, but we finally got the sheetrock up. It's not perfect, but we'll just about start to tape and bed and hopefully get this thing painted and done. Now they make paper tape, but this reinforced stuff seems a lot better because the, well, it's not Bondo, but the putty stuff, drywall putty I guess it is, you know, could go in here. So I'm just going to lay this on top of every seam I have, and then I'll apply the drywall putty. I don't know if that's what it's called, but we'll help fill in all these, especially us, all the imperfections we had. Okay, we got this all around. Now we're getting this plastic for the corners. They make these metal too, but these plastics seems easier, so I can just get some scissors and cut them. And I want to put these all over all the corners. Just put it in there, and I got some 1/2-inch staples here. I'm going to staple it down. And then I'm going to apply the drywall putty over all that. Okay, we're going to start this now. It's not putty, it's joint compound, but it's for drywall. I've got this spreader here. First I'm just going to spread it over this tape area. But anyway, I'm going to get it on there, and then I have a wider one after I get some more on there, where I'm going to come back and really try to level it all out. So anyway, I'll get this done and be back.